We interrupt this transmission to bring you the following live broadcast.
It's Wednesday. It's 6 p.m. It's the ThinkSoJoe Show! You're laughing already.
I'm sorry, your face. I'm just laughing at your face, baby.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
No, you were just, you make a really intense face when you do that.
I'm trying to do it, without opening my mouth really wide, because I got that, thing, I can't open my mouth all the way.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yeah. That's a thing.
That is a thing.
It's a good thing Facebook told me.
Yeah, because you totally would have forgot.
Well, I knew it was, this week.
It was a year ago. We went to Rochester. We played with all the toys and went to see the Interrupters. Some girl showed us half her ass and then puked in front of us.
Oh, my God. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really should go see the Interrupters in Rochester again. This is a matter of having the money to do it.
I know.
But, yeah.
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 Yeah. So... We have, a weekend coming up.
We do. We have a thing coming up this weekend.
Yeah. December 9th on Sunday at 3 o'clock, doors at Mohawk Place. It is the All WNY Ska Christmas show.
Yes.
And are you pulling up information about that?
No.
No?
I was pulling up information about something else, but I can easily pull up the All WNY Ska Christmas show.
I don't have it. I don't have it memorized.
Is this my post or is this your post?
That's my post.
I guess it doesn't matter, right? I don't know. You still got one more band to be determined. It was before we added Daze Ago that was last updated. So, okay, let me try this again. We'll try the other link.
The other link.
There we go. That's the right one. This holiday season, help All WNY give to families who are in need. Partnering with the Priscilla Project at Jericho Road Community Health Center, we will be collecting baby essentials for refugee families and for high-risk pregnancies. Admission for this show is a $5 donation to the Priscilla Project, or you can donate a gift from the wish list located on the event page.
Yeah, and that's baby supplies. They don't accept any formula or pacifiers or pretty much anything that goes in the mouth of the child. They are accepting diapers, wipes, blankets, new and used clothes, no stains or rips, please. With baby clothes, used baby clothes, that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But, it happens. So, you can, even if listening to ska for a couple hours isn't your thing, swing by and drop off some donations. You might have some baby crap sitting around. And these people can really use it.
And we're a much better venue this year than we were last year.
And I like that it's during the day on a Sunday, too.
Yeah, sure. And I also like that our venue is probably not going to be well, you still need to pay us. Unlike our venue from last year. I'm not going to name the names, but that's easy to research on your own.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the end for me working there, and then we did a show in May, and it was yeah, okay, this is it. This is the last one. Yep. We're done.
Yep.
No more with this shit. Fuck them.
Oh,
especially because they tried to tell me that my headliners weren't good enough to play there. I guess I can call them headliners. They did close the night, but they can't draw. Yeah, that's why we did a shit ton of fucking people that day, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, Mark's been messaging us all day.
Really?
The last 2 days. He was upset that Tumblr is banning adult content. And then he sent us a few pictures. There's
a nice collection here.
There's a 4-pack there of.
That's 5.
Can you see?
I can see. There's 5.
There are 5. You're correct.
That's a 5-pack.
And then there's this peace sign here.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a peace sign made out of flowers and bodies.
And it's a girl butt for once.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. But now we're back to guys with this one.
But he's got really pretty hair.
He does.
So if you just glance really fast, you might be like, oh yeah, that's
just not even
butt.
look at the face or the legs. Maybe
or
that's...
the chest.
Yeah, I guess. And then another 5-pack you just sent us here.
Yeah, there's some butts.
Yep.
So tell me about the ugly sweater party.
Ugly sweater party. Oh, the ugly sweater party, the Silver Linings ugly sweater party beer bash. That is this Friday, 2 days from now, at Vinny's Sports Bar, 2704 Clinton Street in West Seneca, New York. And let me tell you a little bit more about this. It is a night of fun, ugly sweaters and beer. $20 at the door gets you a cup that allows you unlimited drinks from select draft and well drinks between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. There will be a prize for the ugliest sweater, so please come in style or lack thereof. They'll be selling 50-50 raffle tickets at additional cost. Plenty of parking, but if you plan to drink, arrange for a ride home or there if you don't want to leave your car. It's 21 and over event. Make sure you have your ID available because they will be checking IDs at the door. And this is the show we were talking about last week, where the money, some of the money goes towards the Silver Lining for pit bulls. I don't know the exact percentage, Ashton, if you're listening, since I did tell you earlier how to listen live. If you want to let us know, like exactly how much of this money is going towards Silver Lining.
Yeah.
Because I'd imagine some of it's got to go towards paying for the beer, right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
So, I mean, you gotta think within reason, but it's the thought that they're giving money to charity. Go. I'm just sitting here like, well, geez, how much of a percentage? Don't worry about the percentage. Just go. How much of the door? Yeah, just go. You're probably getting all the door. I would imagine that. No, because the $20 is at the. I don't know. Just go.
You're thinking like a promoter, not like a person who goes to a show.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it benefits the Silver Lining for pit bulls in Kenmore. Just go to this thing.
Go help the puppies.
Again, it's at Vinny's Sports Bar, 2704 Clinton Street in West Seneca. It's not far from here, actually.
Cool.
I mean, we can, if we have $20 each, we could maybe drop in, not even a drink, but...
No, you don't want to get me started.
Yeah, just to kind of contribute and help out. If we have the money by then.
Right.
We're kind of broke right now.
I need to sell more cookies.
I need to sell more voiceovers.
Aw, you're so cute.
That ass is about a 2.
I like the butt cleavage. The butt cleavage gets a 10 with me.
I just shared the Think So Brain 2007 demo. You guys can, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you can download it, listen to it for free. It is like I've got no intent to make any more money off of that brand. So unless anybody wants T-shirts, I still got T-shirts and stickers and guitar pick necklaces. Got a whole crate full of those down there. But it's a picture of me, Mark, not my ass.
Aww.
Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, you could go download if anybody, everybody knows that I used to be in a band, but nobody really has listened to my band or knows much about my band, so it's up there. And I posted some song credits, and people keep asking, what do you mean by why is the bass player's name redacted? And it's because we don't know who the bass player was. Because the guy we thought was the bass player has told us before that he was never in Think So Brain.
That's
so
weird.
Yeah, so darn, I don't know who it was.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. So don't worry about who the bass player was. Just download the music and enjoy it and listen to it. Have some fun. Get some free music.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you now what could headline a show? Is that English, Laura Moore? She says Home Alone 5. But
still haven't watched that.
Nope.
It's on the to-do list.
I've watched 1 and 2, and I've watched the Santa Claus, and I think I watched another Christmas movie. I just can't think of what it was.
Did you watch the Flintstones one?
No, I was looking for the Flintstones one and I didn't see it. I saw it, but it was like it was $10 to buy, and I don't think they had it to rent or I don't know, something like that. I'm waiting. So, and like the thing is, like I want to buy the Grinch and I want to buy the Flintstones Christmas Carol, but I also feel like I would only watch them around this time of year, and that they will pop up on like Amazon or something for free,
right.
or like our cable on demand or something, like the Santa Claus did.
You don't see the Flintstones one.
No, you don't.
That's not like the Muppets Christmas Carol. You
right.
don't see it all the time.
I still feel like I watched another Christmas movie, and I can't think of what it is.
You've been watching a lot of Simpsons Christmas.
You know what? That's what I did. I watched a lot of Simpsons Christmas episodes.
Yeah.
Because, Simpsons and Christmas are a winning combination. Yeah. More so than the Simpsons and Halloween, I might say.
Oh.
In recent years.
Oh.
I think their Christmas specials have been better than their Halloween specials in recent years.
I'm not as big of a follower, so I have no opinion on the subject. The braids again.
Well, see, I thought the bass player was a guy that Laura used to. We thought the bass player was a guy that Laura used to say was sexy, but he says he was never in the band, so I guess it wasn't him. Yeah. It's Christmas time, and there's a great shirt on Ripped Apparel today. I'm not going to buy it, so somebody else in the community, please buy this shirt. It is a Grinch. It's the Grinch's head, but it's made out to look like the Misfits skull.
Crimson Ghost.
The Crimson Ghost, right? Yeah, so
yeah.
Somebody go buy that from Ripped Apparel.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I can't justify spending that money right now. It's only it's only $13, but I can't justify spending it. I just paid rent and bills. And my phone bill's still due, and by the end of the at the end, like by Monday, I think. We made the mail guy work on his day off today.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I didn't know they were gonna shut down mail service and everything today.
Right.
So that's not my fault. It was we ordered a thing from Amazon the other day, and it happened to show up today. And of course, George W. Bush passed away. George H.W. Bush. I'm sorry, not W. Bush. Not the.
Those two statements make my heart feel different things.
I completely agree. The song that is available in that Think So Brain download called Burning the Bush is not about the one that passed away. No, I actually liked George H.W. Bush. And I saw this post on Twitter the other day that Bob Dole got out of his chair, his wheelchair. Bob Dole's in a wheelchair. He got out of his wheelchair to salute his fallen World War II, fellow World War II vet.
Wow.
And I the first thought that came to mind was, man, they don't make Republicans like they used to.
Yeah. They used to have brains.
Yeah, they used to have integrity.
Yeah.
But for Christmas, I should watch Home Alone 5.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem, is, like, all the rest of them are available for free right now.
Uh-huh.
Or at least 3 and 4 are, and I own 1 and 2, so...
So they are available for free to you.
Right. I can watch them whenever I'd like.
Yeah.
Which I've already done.
Right.
Because, best Christmas movies ever. They are, don't
I like Elf.
I know we haven't watched Elf yet. We own Elf.
I want to, but I won't stay awake.
I think we watched Elf when we got back from Rochester last year.
Oh, we did, and we had pizza.
Yeah, we
from Partners because it was the only place that was open.
That's right, because we got home at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
was
$1 million for pizza.
I remember I went out like the day before, and I'm like, all right, I need like sheets, because all my sheets had holes in them and shit. All my pillows were flat as hell, so I'm like, all right, I need sheets, I need pillows, I need pillowcases. So I went out, I bought sheets and pillows and pillowcases and made up the bed all nice, and you came over, and then you moved in, and now like I have no idea where the sheets are. I don't know if the pillows I bought are still on the bed. There's like 100 pillows on the bed.
I like pillows.
Yeah, clearly.
And I mean, with our sleep schedules being fairly opposite of one another, I need something to cuddle, so I have my pillows.
See, I knew Scott didn't leave town. Laura tweeted that Scott was out of town on business. And I said, if that were true, me and Nick Lucido would have already taken over his office and thrown a party.
It's a nice looking office.
I want that office. That is a great office.
Yeah.
I want something with that kind of space to set up for videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think Scott can. I don't know if Scott can disconnect us. I don't know. He might be able to. I don't know.
I don't know anything about that stuff. I kind of wish I did.
I am fairly certain he wouldn't. Unless we started, praising Trump or something.
Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
No. I feel like he's done one commendable thing, and I can't really remember what it was.
He signed that music act where, for copyrighted music or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
something
good.
Him to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They gave him how do you say it? It was an offer that he couldn't refuse.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, so I was very upset. I was bummed to hear that George H.W. Bush passed away, and
I know.
You were walking by the door when I found out, and I opened up the door and I said, "Hey, this is what happened," and we both kind of took a second, that's too bad. He was actually, and of course I shared the picture of the character they had of him on The Simpsons,
right?
Which was not voiced by him.
No.
One of the rare, appearances by a celebrity that wasn't voiced by themselves on The Simpsons. I shared that, and I said, oh, man, that's, and his wife had passed away. Barbara, she passed away.
Yeah, that wasn't very long ago.
Not very long ago, and I did the same thing.
Maybe last year, huh?
I did the same thing for her when she died. So
yeah,
it's really, But I liked him. He seemed to have a good head on his shoulders. He didn't, he wasn't terrible for the country, and
I don't know. I was pretty young when he
so was I, and maybe I'm just looking at this hey, things weren't so bad in 1988.
It wasn't as bad as it is now.
Things weren't so bad in 1988. I mean, they got better in 1992, but they weren't bad in 1988. Of course, I still live in 1997, so it's all good.
Yeah, we're fine.
That's we took a nap earlier. We were watching 90s toy commercials.
Oh my gosh, it was so amusing.
I woke up at one point and they had Storytelling Elf.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, holy shit, I need to buy this.
Yeah.
I need to find this. I need to find the tapes that go with it. I need to buy this, and I need to go visit Natasha, my friend Natasha, who is freaked out by Elf.
Right.
I need to have this.
That would be really mean.
I think
so. It's like a Teddy Ruxpin, right?
It is essentially the same thing as a Teddy Ruxpin, except it's Elf. And I remember
Teddy Ruxpin was my favorite.
I remember when we were at the museum.
Yes.
And you were telling me about a Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes.
And I had told you about Tasha's fear of Elf.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an Elf toy. There's a picture of it in my photos on Amazon Photos today. But yeah, so I remember that, and then I saw the ads for both of those.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Well, we're sitting there watching the the 90s commercials and everything,
right.
Which.
Yeah, so the Teddy Ruxpin that I had, I got it for my 5th birthday, and it was from my Uncle Tim, who was my favorite human being. We just got each other, I don't know. He was a great dude. So he was all excited. He never really had a ton of money or anything, but he had enough money to somehow get me a Teddy Ruxpin for my 5th birthday. And it was my favorite thing that I got. I had a huge birthday party, and it was I didn't care about anything else because I got Teddy Ruxpin. And my sister got freaked out one day by my Teddy Ruxpin. So she ripped his fucking jaw off. And he kept telling the story, even though he was missing his jaw. And it was terrifying. And what?
The Teddy Ruxpins were not cheap. They apparently retailed for $69.99.
Yeah, it was a high-end toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and the fact that my uncle somehow got me that toy, like, he must have gone without something in order to spring for that for me. And, like, I didn't even, I'm 5 years old. I have no concept of that shit. I was just so excited because Teddy Ruxpin. And, like, I don't know, Teddy Ruxpin was on during the day, and it was on, like, the Canadian station. And, like, I could only watch it sometimes, but I was homesick all the time. So I could, during the day, I could watch Teddy Ruxpin, like, once school started and everything. I really liked Teddy Ruxpin. I can't stress that enough.
They released a new version of Teddy Ruxpin recently.
I don't know if I want to know too much about this.
And
look what they did to Powerpuff Girls.
This is true. I watched a couple of those episodes of the new Powerpuff Girls. They weren't terrible.
They're not terrible, but they're not my Powerpuff Girls.
They aren't the usual. They aren't our Powerpuff Girls. You are correct. Here's a picture of it at Walmart. It's a younger looking Teddy Ruxpin there.
I don't like it. It's ugly. I like my classic Teddy Ruxpin.
And I saw one for like $40 or $50 on eBay here. Yeah. I don't know if it works. Working very good. $49.99 plus $26.02 shipping.
Oh, okay. So pretty much same as what my uncle paid for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're just so cute, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, he's a happy little dude.
Well, there's one for $30 plus $8.80 shipping.
Is that cassette?
Cassette playing, toy plush vintage. I believe it comes with the cassette, it looks like.
Okay. Does it come with the book?
It does not appear to come with a book.
Okay. I can live with this. You know what I used to do with my Teddy Ruxpin? I also,
well, it's good to know that those are the running prices, so if I want to get you one at some point, I
can. Also, another thing that my uncle got me and my sister into to get my parents all riled up was New Kids on the Block. Like, we didn't care, but he got us New Kids on the Block dolls. He got us New Kids on the Block posters. We were 5 and 6 years old. We could have given a shit. We were just excited because Uncle Tim brought us something. And I put my New Kids on the Block tape in Teddy Ruxpin. So Teddy Ruxpin was singing the right stuff to me.
I was on Time Hop the other day, and I was seeing these tweets about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out of their Shells tour.
Oh my goodness.
Which now the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they came out with a cassette or CD. You could get it on CD in the 90s. It was exclusively at Pizza Hut. And then they went on tour with the songs that were on this, on this album, the Coming Out of Their Shells album. And I had the VHS of the tour and the making of the tour, and they're long gone, but I have since watched them on YouTube.
Okay.
And you mentioning New Kids on the Block reminds me of this part where Shredder takes over the show, right? Ooh. And Shredder comes out on stage, and he's got this machine that appropriately shreds things he throws into it. And he goes, does anybody here like the New Kids on the Block? And he throws the CD in the machine, and it shreds it. He says, I hear they're breaking up. So, yeah. Yeah, I used to really enjoy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We were talking about it yesterday because we've been watching these commercials for like days now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And one of them was like, oh, here's Raphael's a wrestler in this toy. Like, it's like, yeah, the funny thing is now you could go buy a Raphael dressed as Macho Man Randy Savage,
which is cool as hell.
And you're like, ooh, I'm gonna find those for you. I'm like, no, I don't have room for them.
No, we're going to build storage space. I'm going to magically be able to afford them, and then I'm going to build you storage space in here. There's plenty of room right up here.
I mean, anything that goes in here is going to have to go over here.
I know, but we could do a door frame level shelf.
I mean, that is where most of my collectibles are now, are up on the door frame.
I know, so we could just extend it to be shelves.
I got my Gotham Oswald Cobblepot up there, and my Weird Al Yankovic from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And over here we got my Pinky in the Brain, the Macho Man Randy Savage that...
Is Mick Foley missing an arm?
Yeah, Mick's missing an arm up there.
Oh. Or is that's Mankind, right?
That is Mankind, yes.
I know things.
And up here we've got the Macho Man that I got for my birthday from Struggle is Real Guy and his wife. Kelly gets thrown in there now because, I can't mention what's-his-face by name. Until after the awards, once that's all settled and we know who won, then maybe I can go back to, acting like he's my friend again. I shouldn't say acting like he is my friend, but I could go back to acting like it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Instead of us acting like just complete rivals who want to kill each other and don't care to acknowledge each other by name or whatever. I don't know what he's saying about me on his podcast. So I know people who listen to both podcasts and really enjoy them. But there's Flitzer.
Oh, hey, dude.
Actually, that's the bird of the day.
Bird of the day. That's not Flitzer. That doesn't even look like Flitzer.
No, you're right. I just saw a bird. It came from Mark. I assumed it was anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so we definitely, I would like to get some shelving somewhere, like on this wall to put at least my Macho Man Randy Savage action figures.
I know, it's a shame to not have those displayed.
And my Ultimate Warrior Shrine.
There you go.
And my Demolition Shrine.
We're gonna need a lot of shelves.
I guess. And it's all got to fit on that wall above all the guitars and everything.
Yeah. You know what we had in my rooms growing up was my dad put a pegboard wall in, and then you could just put the shelves up as you need them.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It is Flitzer. He was so happy. Mark's never seen him smile like that before.
He's a weird bird dude. And he's a weird butt dude.
But we wouldn't have him any other way.
No. No.
That's what makes Mark Mark. Yes.
So I'm really glad that I found this sweater that I left in the studio.
Yeah, you left it here like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I've been missing it for 3 weeks.
And you didn't bother to ask, hey, have you seen my sweater around?
No, usually I'm the one keeping track of your stuff.
This is true. Yeah, well, no, it's been sitting there. It's been...
Well, I'm glad it was safe.
Yeah, and I made sure to put it on top of my stuff this time so that you saw it and made sure to take it with you this time.
Why didn't you just put it in the bedroom?
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I don't know. My whole thing is anything that's in here is protected from cats.
Right.
Like we got that Xbox controller charger thing that we bought, and it's like, okay, I don't want to put it out in the living room where the Xbox is.
The boys, they're so bad.
And I don't want to, but like where I put it, I'm like, I don't know if this is safe from getting knocked over by the girls.
Right.
So I did not join the bird crew. Anyway. So yeah, this Sunday is the all WNY Ska Christmas, with proceeds benefiting the Priscilla Project. It's $5 to get in.
$5 or a donation from the wish list.
Right. If you have any questions about if the donations are acceptable, reach out and ask at 716-886-0771. There will be a door prize. The proceeds of the drawing also go to the Priscilla Project. We're going to have some great music from the Toy Box Brigade, Daze Ago, and Reggie Childs, all of which we're playing later in the show.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to play an artist who played this past Sunday.
Yes, he played a couple weeks ago also. That's when I met him. He opened for Pocket Vinyl. at the Pussy Willow Gallery on Elmwood. And this past week on Sunday was his CD release party at Mohawk Place. And, super talented bill of really, really good music, really relaxing, chill music. He's solo acoustic. It's Astrabula.
I didn't get to go to the show. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home.
Yeah.
But you
tables turned.
Yeah, you brought it. Yeah, right. For once, I'm the one that's like, I'm not going anywhere. We skipped the wrestling podcast that day too, because it's like, guys, I feel like crap, but we'll do it if you guys want to. And they're like, I was like, okay, somebody flip a coin, and then we flipped a coin, and we're like, okay, we're off for the next 2 weeks then. But you came home, you played him. I thought he had kind of a Bruno Mars influence to him.
Yeah, I don't know that much of Bruno Mars
which is not bad for me. I do happen to like Bruno Mars, so.
I think he's really talented from what I've heard, but he's also very overplayed. But, that's popular culture.
Well, he's overplayed if you're in a place that would play Bruno Mars, which I never am. So, like,
right.
I got into Bruno Mars. I saw the Lazy song on, the rebooted pop-up video. And I was like, oh man, this song's really good. And then I saw the album. Song. I saw his album Doo-Wops and Hooligans for like $1, and I'm like, what the hell? Worst case scenario, I've got the Lazy song.
Right.
And then I listened to his album, and I'm like, this is actually really good. But yeah, so Astrabula.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play a song from his new release.
Yeah.
Which is called Tyrone Street. And what song should we go for here?
I don't know. I didn't catch the names of any of them as he played them, so I'm sure they were all good. I'm sure whatever you pick will be fine.
We'll go with this one. It's called In My Dreams on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
Met a girl in an interesting way. No, we talk till the end of the day. I never thought it turned out this way, but I'm hearing you near and I'm screaming your name, baby, 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 baby. Laser fell from beginning to end, but say make time for me. How do you do it? So attractive in every way. I mean what I say, so don't look away from me, baby. You know that I'm calling your name when I sing. Hey, baby, I like it when you smile. Just keep it on for a while. Baby, I want you next to me. For tonight, I'll see you in my dreams.
Met a boy on a cold winter's day. We talked over coffee, we had lots to say. Next day I saw him again. He took my hand and said, I'll
Get you if you fall, baby. I'll be there through it all, baby.
Fast forward 2 weeks from then, I haven't gone a day without seeing him. He keeps saying I'm the best, he said. He sees something in me that I just can't see. Baby, I wanna believe what he says to me.
Baby, I like it when you smile. Just keep it on for a while. you hold me tight. Baby, you like it when you smile. Just keep it on so high. Baby, I want you next to me for tonight, for tonight, for tonight. I'll see you in my dreams, in my dreams, in my dreams.
This is Astrabula on all WNY.
Yeah.
I dig it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed that I missed him both times.
I'm sure he'll be playing again very soon because he just released that, so he's got to promote it, you know?
Sure. I was watching like the live video from the gallery show that like I was here and Ryan shared a video. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna watch this video.
Yeah.
Looked like a really, really small place to have a show.
It was like playing in a living room.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
It was cool, though.
I've played a living room.
Probably different kind of living room. But no, the Pussy Willow Gallery is like a law office or something.
Yeah. Ryan was saying.
Yeah, and then it's a gallery and venue at night. So that's cool stuff they're doing there with the pop-up venue.
That is pretty cool. It was actually a dining room I played. Where like the dining room was the stage and the living room was was where the audience was.
Okay.
And am I donating to what, Lady Laura Moore?
Donating.
I'm throwing the event. That's my donation. Here, have an event that we're gonna give you all of the money. I don't usually do these things without getting paid. Something.
Yeah. I'm gonna be donating cookies to the door prize. There's gonna be like a platter that'll be valued somewhere between $35 and $40. An assortment of holiday cookies, as well as some band merch will be available in the door prize bundle. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So the NHL announced yesterday that they are expanding into Seattle. The worst kept secret in all of sports has been revealed. And then the second worst kept secret in all of sports has also been revealed, and that's the 8 cities that are getting XFL teams.
Oh.
We are not one of them. I'm actually disappointed by that. It's like, man, come on, let Buffalo have one. I mean, they would have to probably play in the Ralph or the Cap or whatever the fuck you people are calling that thing these days. That fucking piece of shit that needs to be torn down and replaced with a stadium with a dome. Where are we going to put a new stadium? I have a fucking idea. Have the Bills play somewhere else for a couple of seasons while you build a brand new fucking stadium where that pile of shit is right now.
Wow. Tell me how you feel, baby.
The Ralph was the third AFC East stadium I'd ever been to, which is funny because it's literally up the street from us.
Uh-huh.
And I had never been there until I went and saw Guns N' Roses there last year, and it's like, man, no wonder the Patriots do much better. It's because they have a nicer place to fucking play. But yeah, the XFL teams all revealed today. And those, okay, that's the original. We don't want that. We want the new ones. The XFL set to return in 2020 with 8 teams playing spring football under Vince McMahon's business stewardship. We're going to mute this so we're not hearing it. Wednesday night, the 8 cities that would host the teams announced, including New York, Los Angeles, and Tampa. 8 U.S. cities getting XFL teams. Just tell me the fucking teams already, ABC News. Oh, no, this is AOL. I'm sorry, ABC News. You're not the ones that suck this time.
You know,
it doesn't even say who the fuck they are.
I'm anger today.
Well, it'd be nice if they said what the fucking cities are instead of just showing me pictures of random fucking stadiums. You know? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. You're just angry. Very angry.
Jump to teams. Here we go. Okay. Wikipedia will tell me there will be teams in Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, New York, St. Louis, Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Washington, D.C. Okay. Was that so hard, AOL News? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm almost looking forward to seeing the new XFL.
I don't know anything about the XFL except that it's Vince McMahon's
football. The problem I had with the original XFL is that they broadcast on Saturday nights.
Okay.
And at the time, I was always out on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
And I did see the first XFL game on a big screen at at what is now the Rapids Theater in Niagara Falls.
Yeah?
At the time, it was I think was it still the Pleasure Dome? Maybe it might. I don't think it was.
It might have just been the Dome.
I think it had a completely different name, and then they went back to the Dome.
Yeah. I'm
pretty sure they had a different, like it was a different name when I was going there regularly on weekends. That would have been a better idea, yes, to look on XFL.com. Anyway, but I found what I wanted, so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird to, like, go to these venues that you know by these names, like the Rapids Theater and Town Ballroom, and think back to, like, shows that you've seen there or times that you've been there before they were called that. Like,
yeah.
Like, does anybody remember the Town Ballroom being called Sphere?
Yep.
And that was where I saw Nonpoint for the first time, was at Sphere.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Because I was trying to find, like, I knew it was Town Ballroom, right? And I'm trying to find... Okay, wait, I know I saw these guys at Town Ballroom. Why can't I find anything about them playing at Town Ballroom? And it's because it wasn't Town Ballroom.
Right.
It was Sphere, which is Town Ballroom, but wasn't Town Ballroom. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, that's the show I've told you about thousands of times.
Yeah.
Nobody showing up to see them. Yeah. I've mentioned it to them too, and they're like, oh yeah, we remember that. That was a great night. Like, it sucked there was nobody there, but it was really fun.
I bet it was really cool. And being that, like, I don't know, I wish I had been there for that.
Yeah. I commented on, like, one of their Instagram or Facebook posts or something about it, and they're like, oh, yeah, we remember that show. That was really fun, but it sucked at the same time because there was nobody, like... And we were just talking about this the other day because you were listening to Nonpoint, as you were often doing. And the song, their cover of In the Air Tonight came on, and I was telling you about... I went to the show at Sphere with Luke, now of XM Priory.
Yes.
And he wanted to hear In the Air Tonight, because he wanted to cover the song, and I was like, oh, dude, Nonpoint already did it. And he goes, oh, those fuckers. So he went with me to the show, and he didn't come up on stage with everybody, because they brought everybody up on stage. He didn't come up on stage, and then he was complaining, and he's been complaining for years that they didn't play In the Air Tonight. I'm like, dude, you could have requested it. They probably would have played it, and now I know that it's like a regular part of their set list.
Yeah.
You know? And I finally got to see them play it with you sometime in the past year. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Luke gave me an idea for a cookie.
Did he really?
He did. It's cranberries, orange, and lemon and oatmeal. He said it tastes like breakfast. and it sounds really interesting.
So we're told that Town Ballroom used to be the original home of the Studio Arena Theater, which is, I believe, a part of Shays. And Brian also left our group chat with Mark. I guess he's tired of the pics, apparently.
He feels left out.
I guess, like, well, you know, Mark's always chatting with us about what's going on in the show in that group, too. So maybe Brian's like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are even talking about.
Because why would he listen?
Or Brian doesn't have his Facebook notifications muted on his computer, and it's going off while he's doing voiceovers.
Oh, that's very possible.
I had to do that with Xbox notifications.
Oh.
Because I was getting notified whenever Madison would get an achievement in a game. So, like, I'd be in the studio and I'd be recording and I'd be like, what the fuck was that?
What kind of a noise did it make?
It's just that usual, like, Xbox notification, not Xbox, but the Microsoft Windows notification chime. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I come out here and I look and it's like, oh, Madison got an achievement in a game. All right, no problem.
Her.
And then I go back and I sit down and I start recording again and it goes off again. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how good is this kid doing at this Minecraft? It's all from Minecraft.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen at all. That is completely false, that tweet that Lady Laura Moore just put out there saying that I quit the show after Corey won the All-WNY award. Corey ain't winning the All-WNY.
Oh my goodness. You're so competitive.
I mean, I will quit if Scott wins the All-WNY award.
Then we'll know it's fixed.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's why he's not telling us. That's why he's and he's announcing the award, by the way. He's not telling us who won. He's announcing the award.
Really?
Yeah. He's announcing that. He's announcing the Greg Rinker Award.
No, he's not.
Who? He's not? Oh, no, that's right. That's right. We picked somebody else to do that. That's correct. Okay. I will probably be hosting the awards show.
Yeah.
Again.
It's just something you do.
I guess. If only I just hope I can fit into my suit, because I've put on a few pounds since the last one.
I feed you a little too well. Speaking of feeding you a little too well, look right in front of you.
Yeah, there's a whole bag of cookies in front of me.
This cookie is amazing. It's called the Stoner Snack.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's peanut butter, chocolate chip, crushed up pretzels, and then an assortment of candy and pretzels on top.
I just wish my sinuses would clear up and whatever pain I've got right now from that would go away, because it really affects my ability to eat. So like you're handing me cookies like eat this. Like I can't.
I feel bad. I'm tormenting you by making you eat cookies.
You're like constantly handing me cookies, and I'm like,
I really am.
Don't want to eat it. I do, but I don't. I went to take a nap earlier. The next thing I know, there's a cookie right in front of me. So all I'm doing while I'm trying to sleep is smelling this cookie.
Oh my gosh, but they're so good.
But I've got you on one side of me with my arm around you, and I've got our cat Reese on the other side of me with my arm around hers. And like, I can't move.
Yep.
Like, even if I wanted to eat this cookie right now, I couldn't eat this cookie. And all I wanted to do was like turn over on my side, and I'm like, but you're sleeping, she's sleeping. I'm like, I can't move. I'm stuck like this. I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to lay here and I'm going to watch these 90s commercials. What do I do? You eat fucking cookies. What the fuck else do you think you do with cookies? I
feel like I could get really creative with that answer, but I don't want to.
She asks some weird questions sometimes. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm reading memes as we go along.
So, we slacked on our homework this week.
We did. To be fair, we got one response on our initial post about it.
That's true.
Where we said we need a noun for...
Why don't we fish for some of this? Let's get a plural noun, Laura. or Mark.
Or anybody else that's listening.
Just
if anybody's listening. Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter. Give us a plural noun.
There's no veg in cookies.
Cookie. I make vegan cookies.
She does. They're not terrible.
They're actually pretty good.
They are actually.
The only thing is that I use coconut oil, and you can absolutely taste the coconut. So if you don't like coconut, you would not like my vegan cookies.
I think if you didn't tell me they were vegan, though, I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, they have a good consistency. They don't taste like cardboard or anything like that. Like, they really are. They taste like cookies.
They do.
They're just like fruity cookies. I have sugar cookies, and I have my lemon essence vegan cookies with vegan lemon frosting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, plural noun. We also need a verb. So, have fun with that, everybody. Give us a plural noun and a verb.
I wonder if I can, like, just Google for a random noun. Random noun generator. There we go. Random noun generator. All right. So I did post earlier with the number of nouns and everything else that we need here. So let me find that.
Well, it's right in front of me. I mean, not that, but...
Well, I've got it listed by, like, I need X amount of nouns, and so we need 2 nouns.
I see 3 plural nouns.
All right, we'll get there. Okay, 2 nouns. Generate random nouns. Customer and television. 2 nouns. And,
a verb.
Okay, random verb. Climb.
Climb. Another noun.
Another noun?
Yeah, I don't know if you and I were looking at the same,
I was looking at the one that's marked.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, computer.
Computer. I feel like this would be a lot more perverted if Mark were involved.
Probably.
A verb.
Okay, let me get back there. A verb. Abolish.
Abolish. An adjective.
Adjective. Embarrassed. We're doing this with randomwordgenerator.com.
An adverb.
An adverb. Where are adverbs? There's no adverbs. No, we're on adjective. Huh. All right. Well, we'll Google random adverb. Hardly.
Hardly. All right, an adjective.
Generate random adjective. Asleep.
All right, this one's going to be tricky.
We should have done this during a commercial, or during a song break, rather.
Well, an article of clothing, plural.
Article of clothing, pants.
Pants.
That's plural, I guess, right?
Sure. A noun.
Ear.
Ear. An exclamation.
An exclamation.
Yes.
Random exclamation. Hooray.
Hooray. And then another adjective.
And another adjective is huge.
Huge. Do you want to read this now, or do you want to read it after?
Oh, we got 5 minutes, so let's read it now.
Okay, it's not going to take 5 minutes to
Yeah,
read
I said I would do this straight up in the...
Let me help you.
Please.
Allow me.
All right.
Do you need the pen to read it? Does it make you feel like Bob Dole?
No.
Can you hold it like you're Bob Dole and read it like you're Bob Dole?
Why would I need to hold a pen to read?
Because the Bob Dole skits from SNL.
I don't watch SNL.
No, that's from like when we were kids.
I didn't watch SNL then either.
Well,
The only sketch comedy show that ever existed was In Living Color, okay?
Well, Norm Macdonald did the the Bob Dole skits. And
I don't know why I'm holding the pen. Okay.
That's not how you hold the Bob Dole pen.
I don't know how to hold the Bob Dole pen.
You hold it like this.
Nobody
I'm
can
Bob
see us
Dole.
anyway.
I'm Bob Dole. I can see you, and it's all for my amusement. Continue.
We told you earlier that Wu-Tang is an acronym and a reference to the type of Shaolin fighting style in many of the band's favorite kung fu customer. Spelled out, it stands for witty, unpredictable talent and natural game, and one or two other acronyms we cannot climb in this book. It's now time for you to define what Wu-Tang really means. Use your Mad Lib skills to fill in the Wu-Tang TVs below. Wise computer that always abolish garments. Embarrassed umbrellas that aren't hardly gigantic. We understand tamales are naturally asleep. Wearing pants tightly ain't no ear. If you somehow made any of these sound cool, then hooray, we underestimated you. Bonus points if you use the huge letters for each missing word to spell Wu-Tang.
Wow.
Yeah,
So obviously that's the last one in the book. And
Are you
that
sure
was
that's-
not nearly as
Was that the last one, or was it the first one?
yeah, I don't know.
You're the one that photocopied it.
I think I started at the back. It was just easier to sit on the photocopier, like the book, not
Right,
sitting
right,
on the
right.
photocopier. Like I would
You were-
do that.
you were not-
I would do that. I would photocopy my ass, but I'm afraid that sitting on the printer would break it.
Mm.
But it's okay when the cats jump on it, so it might be okay.
Yeah.
What?
That segment bombed. That's what.
I know. I really had high hopes. We'll try again next week.
We'll blame the audience for not helping.
Yeah, thanks guys. We're gonna try again next week.
Yeah.
So next week, what's the date?
Next week is December 12th.
Okay, we're gonna do this one. December 12th.
I believe we were asked to do. Is next week the last Greg Rinker Memorial thing, or is that in January?
Is.
Okay, I think we were asked to do that, but I never gave a response. I was undecided, but yeah.
No, we had decided that, like, how the hell were we gonna do it?
Also true, yes. I'm interested though because I saw that Nick Landers is going to be performing a song with Tokyo Monsters.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah. So I'd be interested in at least seeing that, but if we might not be able to go.
Right.
I mean, we weren't going to be. That's the problem in the first place is we weren't going to be able to go and bring all the stuff there, do the show. I always try to not do voiceovers before we do the show, so then I would have to come home, set everything back up.
Right.
So yeah.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. It's a hassle.
Yeah.
It's all good. But it's a
all
hassle.
good in the hood.
But it's a hassle.
But it's a hassle.
Yeah.
But there is some summer events that we're already looking at, possibly, with better planning and things. We are going to explore the possibilities of doing some remote broadcasting.
Did you say explode the possibilities?
I might have said that by accident.
This Sunday night is the all WNY Ska Christmas at Mohawk Place. It's 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's an early show for you.
Ow.
Which means that I will be home in time to watch The Simpsons.
That was why we did it that way.
It is exactly why we did it that way.
You know what really makes me super happy about this show is the checkerboard pattern on Santa's hat on the flyer.
Good, because that was a pain in the ass to make.
It really makes me happy.
I still want to do a big. We gotta get some poster board and shit. We gotta do a big one of those with the cheap projector that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, bands on this show: Daze Ago, the Toy Box Brigade, Reggie Childs. Reggie Childs, of course, played last year's All WNY.
Yes, they did.
Saves Christmas event, where you did a wonderful job saving Christmas from some Brooklyn rat.
Right. I did what I could.
Yeah. We went full Grinch on him. His heart grew 3 sizes.
I don't know. I don't know how it grew.
I haven't seen The Grinch in like a year, and it's really
been a
bugging
while.
me. And I don't mean the Jim Carrey fucking movie. Fuck that shit. Anyway.
I've never seen that.
But we have had Daze Ago recently on a show at Nietzsche's. They were really outstanding, and I went to them after the show. I said, hey, guys, would you guys want to play our Christmas ska show?
Yeah.
And they jumped right on the opportunity, so they're looking forward to Sunday. They're looking forward to playing.
It looks like they're playing the next Sunday afterwards. Also, somewhere in Buffalo. I'm not sure where.
Yeah, I like how that show's on their
FT.
on their Reverb Nation, but ours isn't.
Right.
Anyway.
It's for FTMP events.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Buffalo, probably Mohawk Place.
Yeah, probably. Or Steps.
Stamps isn't in Buffalo.
True. But FTMP events is, and that's...
Oh, okay. All right.
What if I click here? No, it doesn't give me any info.
No.
Wait, more info.
More info.
FTMP events, yeah, it's just Greg's address.
Oh.
That's why. It's at Stamps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stamps not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that. Or even better, come this Sunday, it's only $5 or a baby donation. I don't mean donate your baby. I mean donate stuff for babies.
Well, come this Sunday and make your donations and see Daze Ago, and then when they blow you away, you can go see them again a week later at Stamps.
Sounds good.
All right, and this is Thoughts of an Insane Man by Daze Ago on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
I have these daydreams of melodies stuck inside my head. Is it a symphony or an epiphany? That's a question to be said. Or have I misread all these artifacts I found? I need to escape this rotten, fucked up town. Oh, oh. I just gotta go. Oh, 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 oh. Who am I? That is what I ask myself. I'm an ordinary person compared to everybody else, or so it seems. That's what I want to believe. I have this urge to achieve everything I'll ever need. It is trapped inside my palms when my grip is too tight. So I have to write these songs to express to you exactly how I feel. Cause if I bottle up, then I'll overflow and I'll hurt everyone I know. Life gets tough, but I must stay strong. Our lives are short, but this day feels so long, and I feel so alone, smothered up also. Give me some air to grow. Give me a break, but stay by my side. I need to escape. Will you come for the ride and hide all these things I feel? I know it's not real.
Daze Ago on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
I'm so excited. That's so fun.
They are a very fun band. You missed that last show.
I did.
And they were really good. The other bands on that show were really good. It was tough to pick. I knew I was going to ask one of them. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was New Year's Eve. I was looking for a band, and I knew I was going to ask one of them. And I picked Daze Ago, and then we picked Daze Ago a little bit later on to replace a band on this show that we had previously booked.
Right.
That was unavailable to do it. But
at least they let us know.
Yeah.
And it's not, an hour or 2 weeks before the show.
Right, which I've had happen
recently. It happens a lot. Shit happens. It does. But sometimes shit happens a lot. And you gotta wonder, what kind of bad luck is associated with some of these artists.
It could be worse. It could be 5 minutes after the show's supposed to start. Isn't that right now, Sir Elton John?
Sir Elton John.
That was easy for me to say. Kevin Owens challenged him to a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Owens was in the audience waiting for that show to start. He said, nobody ruins date night with my wife except for me.
I know who that is.
You do?
I do.
Yeah. Probably because I own 2 of his T-shirts.
A year ago, I didn't know who Kevin Owens was. It didn't mean anything to me. I was just yep, Joe's talking about wrestling.
Yeah, and I'm sure with Brian here, we probably talked about wrestling a lot more than we do now on this show.
Yeah, probably.
Because, Brian's... but really, if you're watching WWE, wrestling's not worth talking about unless it's Becky Lynch, so...
Yeah, we all know how you feel about Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. She's the man.
She is the man.
She's the man.
She's the man.
Yeah.
So I put up a post again this week. Probably got lost in my cookie posts. Looking for events to share with you guys.
And nobody shared events, so fuck you guys.
It's not nobody. Somebody did. Jimmy Munt did.
Okay.
So what's up, Jimmy? At Catch 22, Friday, December 7th, so that's this Friday, and every other Friday after, it looks like, I can't tell if it says 8 or 9. I think it says 9 p.m. It's an open mic. I think that Catch 22 is in Kenmore, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. But I know they have a Facebook. All styles welcome. And there's going to be great drink prices and great food. Jimmy Munt and Friends, open mic, Catch 22.
You said Catch 22, and I thought of the punk band.
I think of the punk band, and I think of the book.
I thought of the punk band because I saw them at Thursday in the Square.
Well,
it was them and the Pie Tasters and the Voodoo Glow Skulls.
That sounds like an awesome show.
It was a pretty okay show. And I saw the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones 2 weeks later.
Really?
Yeah, and there was the Buffalo Beach Ball. There was a bunch of people throwing around a plastic trash can.
Oh, yes.
And Dickie Bear goes, "Hey, what's that? Is that the Buffalo Beach Ball?"
Yep, we're classy folk.
We are.
And why the fuck not?
We're still better than Toronto. I don't care that their superstar scored on us with 2.7 seconds left last night to win. Fuck Toronto.
Listen.
Unless you're in Toronto right now, then I'm sorry. You guys are awesome. I like Toronto as a city, but fuck the Maple Leafs.
How about that?
There's a compromise.
I can't even use a Maple Leaf cookie cutter in this house.
You are not allowed to use a Maple Leaf cookie
At
cutter in this house during hockey
season.
season. And last night is why.
I didn't use a cookie cutter. You can't blame me.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
Well, I've been making lots of oak leaves.
I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist kind of guy here, but I mean, it is awfully convenient that the young rising star of the Maple Leafs scored on the Sabres on national television in overtime to win the game. I'm not saying that this is, that it's fixed that way. I'm just saying that this has happened many times before.
I have nothing to contribute on this subject. I believe you. How about that?
All right.
Okay.
As long as somebody believes me, because I've often said that first Winter Classic was definitely fixed. You have the hottest goaltender in the NHL at the time, Ryan Miller, who was getting all kinds of endorsement deals and everything at the time, and he's in a shootout, and it's the last shot of the shootout with NHL superstar Sidney Crosby, and guess what happens? Ooh, look, the superstar scorer for the Pittsburgh Penguins, the favorites of NBC, happened to score a goal and win the game against the hottest goaltender in the NHL. Just say I think Miller could have stopped any other time.
I don't know. I go team.
That's so many people complaining in this Sabres group. I mean, why were there so many Maple Leafs fans? You Sabres fans suck for selling them tickets. Like, there's so many Maple Leafs fans because have you tried to buy tickets to a fucking Maple Leafs game?
Yeah.
God. What are you going to do? If you want to see the Maple Leafs, do you pay $250 for a ticket to see them against anybody else? Or do you pay $100 to come see them against the Sabres?
Right.
2 hours and drive 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, if roles were reversed and it was cheaper to go see the Sabres in Toronto, I'd go to see the fucking Sabres in Toronto. This happens on a regular fucking basis. This has nothing to do with how good the team is or not. This is something that we contend with. The Canadian contingent of fans from any of the Canadian teams. Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal, Winnipeg, Calgary. There are fans here.
Right.
Edmonton. I'm sure there will be hundreds of people in Edmonton jerseys. Like, this is a regular thing here. This is the city that Canadian hockey fans come to see their teams play in America. So this is not new.
That's nice.
It's not nice. I don't want to go to a fucking Winnipeg Jets game in Buffalo and hear them yell True North during their national anthem. Fuck you. This is our fucking building. Go back to Winnipeg. Anyway.
Anyway, Joe has lots of feelings today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so what was your favorite toy that we saw at the Toy Museum?
Oh, gee, that's a tough question. Metallica pinball.
Okay, I knew it was going to be that.
I don't know about it. I really enjoyed playing that Nintendo Switch for the 2 minutes I played it.
Yeah, you seemed to.
I forgot all about it until I saw the picture in your memories of me sitting there playing it, and I'm like, oh, that's right, I was playing that Super Mario 3 that was like different. Like, I really want that, but I don't want to shell out $300 for a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
When I could just, walk into the next room and play Super Mario Brothers 3 on an actual Nintendo.
True.
And I've been playing Super Mario Brothers 2 for the Game Boy Advance on my DS.
Been enjoying that.
Yeah, I beat it like within an hour, and it's like, shit, now what? And then it's like, oh, here's an extra game mode. Now that you've beaten the game, you have to go and do every level, and you have to find all these eggs that are hidden in the level. Like, oh shit, okay, that kind of makes it a little more difficult. I'm in. Let's do it. So I've been playing that and doing okay at it, I guess. And then I forgot to save the other day, so I was really I went back to it. I'm like, oh fuck, I already did these. Damn it,
At least it was a game and not real life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right, because you totally get to, do things over in real life. I suppose you do. I don't know. You're looking at me weird, and you're not responding. It's a two-person radio show.
What? I just enjoy those awkward moments. Briefly.
Or I'm just looking at you like a deer in the headlights. Like,
yeah.
You're leaving me hanging here.
I think that you're really cute. I like it when you look. Yeah, like that. Look at your cute face.
Yeah, okay. The cute face that hasn't shaved in days is puffy from being these stupid sinuses and damn Buffalo weather.
That's okay.
I was just telling you during a song break, like, it's this 30-degree weather, like,
I
this
know.
whole, like, in the 30s, my face fucking hurts.
Where it's actually, like, comfortable outside in your jacket, but, like, your sinuses hurt. So you're not comfortable.
But, like, when it gets down in the 20s and, like, the 10s and even single digits, I'm like, this is heaven, because my face doesn't hurt. I mean,
But
my
then
face
you get
hurts.
windburned.
My face hurts from it being so cold,
It's
but my
different.
face don't hurt from being sinus pressure-y and, like, and that fucks with my teeth, and I can't eat
you
cookies.
should use your neti pot. I just remembered that we have those, and I
We do.
sterilized them.
And you melted mine.
Oh.
It'll
It'll be fine. You can still use it.
I could just buy a new one.
You can still
It
use
was like
it.
$10.
Don't be wasting plastic like that.
You melted it.
I didn't do it on purpose. You should use it anyway.
I should put it in like a candy mold and melt it down and make a star for the Christmas tree that we're not putting up.
Oh my God, what if I put it on Whisper?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
He deserves whatever he gets.
Oh my God, can we get Whisper a Christmas costume?
Sure.
Cool.
I could get my mini tree out of the basement, put it
Where
up in
are you
here.
gonna put it?
Somewhere in here. I don't know.
Well, there's not a lot of room in here.
I know there's not a lot
How
of
big
room.
is your mini tree?
It's small.
Like what, 24 inches?
Like this big.
Okay.
Yeah, like probably a foot and a half, maybe 24 inches.
Okay.
No, like a foot and a half.
Okay. Well, there's nowhere to put it. Hey, look, the ladder's still in here.
And there's still
That's
a hole
not
in our
your
ceiling.
That's not your ladder.
That is not my ladder, but that is my hole in the ceiling. No, that's not true either, because he cut that hole in the ceiling. Anyway,
Either way.
there's still a hole in the ceiling and the ladder's still in here. Hey, at least the water in the shower's turning off now.
Oh my gosh, that was so obnoxious.
It was like in 2 days where the water wasn't turning on, and then like Madison took a shower, and all of a sudden the fucking thing works again.
Madison fixed it. Thanks, Madison. Good job.
Like, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you know, like the faucet is right in front of the toilet, so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like sitting there trying to turn it off, and it just won't go off, and then like Madison comes over, like, I need to take a shower before I go. Like, all right, cool. And then she takes a shower, and the water's off. Like, what the fuck? Like, all right, cool. It's fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know. So when I went
She's
up,
a handy man.
so I went up to pay the rent yesterday, I didn't have anything to say to Shirley. I'm like, here's a check. She's like, okay, see ya. I paid my rent with a check.
That sounds really, really adult.
Doesn't it? I used to pay with a check when I first moved in here, but that's because I had checks, and I think I probably used up my entire checkbook paying rent because I didn't use checks for anything else, and I never bothered to buy more checks. So when I quit the hotel again, it's like I need to buy checks so I can pay my child support, which I still need to do. I'm a little bit behind. I need to catch up. But anyway, but I got all these checkbooks, and now it's like, okay, well, you know, I don't have to go pull out money and you know, spend ATM fees and shit
Right.
to go get, you know, money to give my landlady. So I'm like, I texted her yesterday. I'm like, hey, whenever you get home, I got some money for you. She's like, I'm home very briefly. I was like, I'll go cut you a check. I'll be right up.
Nice.
Came back here, wrote a check, went upstairs. Here you go. Okay, see ya. All right, bye.
Good interaction.
Yeah. It was weird because usually when I pay the rent, our landlady, Shirley, and I, we stand there and we chat for a little while.
She must have actually been in a hurry.
I think she was actually in a hurry, but we'll usually chat about, you know, something. I don't know.
You guys catch up.
Concerts. Yeah, we catch up.
You
We
guys
talk
have
about
lived next to each other for a while.
Yeah, we talk about concerts. We talk about hockey or, you know, whatever.
Cookies.
Cookies. You cornering her and forcing cookies upon her. Yes.
Yes. Yes. I do these things.
You do. That's what she's told me, is that you cornered her and made her take cookies. I mean, I know she's not complaining that she made her take cookies, but she's you know, you cornered her and made her take cookies.
Yeah, it's happened at least twice.
My mom really enjoyed the cookies. We gotta find a time to go hang at my mom's house.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Because you didn't get to go for Thanksgiving.
I know.
We're gonna make my mom a nice Christmas present.
Yeah.
So I'm still thinking about it. I still don't know what exactly I want to put on this thing. Because I asked my mom. My plan is I bought this like piece of wood.
It's like a plaque.
Yeah, it's like a plaque, and I was gonna design something to put on it, and I said. So I called my mom. I said, "Hey, Mom, I got. Let me ask you, what are your favorite songs, and what's your favorite color?" And my mom told me what her favorite songs were. And I went through this list of songs, and I'm like, there is no substance whatsoever to any of these songs for me to take a lyric from and put on this thing. Like
You tried.
Didn't I sit there the other day and you were listening to me and I was reciting the words, I had it pulled up on my phone, the words to Footloose by Kenny Loggins. And it's just like, there is absolutely nothing to this song whatsoever. Like, and we were listening to Steel Panther doing, or at least Michael Starr from Steel Panther doing Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Yeah.
Which is another song on the list. And I'm like, there's nothing to this song either.
Except Don't Stop Believing.
Except, like, Don't Stop. I said, I'm going to put, like, Some Were Born to Sing the Blues or something like that, because it was, like, the only line that meant that was, like, anything to me. I'm like, well, maybe I could just put Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
And then the other songs on there's another Journey song, and then there's, like, the other one was, You Give Love a Bad Name. Like, I'm not knocking the songs.
They're just not what you would expect from a favorite song.
I'm not knocking the songs, and if that's my mom's favorite songs, cool. You know, like they're not bad songs. It's just there's no substance to any of them. Like what am I going to take out of this to put on this? Put on this thing. Maybe I just put, like, I've got friends in low places or something. I don't know. Like, my mom likes Garth Brooks. You were making fun of me the other day.
I make fun of you every day.
Well, you were really making fun of me the other day because I was at home. You were at the Astrabula show. And I was at home. I wasn't feeling all that great. I was like, all right, I'm going to watch The Simpsons. But in between The Simpsons and Family Guy, I'm going to put on this Garth Brooks special on CBS. And you're like, really? Why? And I'm like, because Garth Brooks is the fucking man.
I thought Becky Lynch was the man.
Well, Becky Lynch is the man, but Garth Brooks used to be the man before Becky Lynch became the man.
Not everybody can be the man.
Right. Anyway. But because Garth Brooks rules. So I'm like, I'm going to watch this Garth Brooks special a little bit. And I texted my mom. I said, hey, Mom, are you watching this? She said, yeah. I said, did they say at all if it's going to be on DVD or if they're going to air it again or something? Because I really... Like, I don't want to sit here and watch the whole thing right now. I want to watch Family Guy, but I kind of want to watch this too. And she said, oh, well, they didn't really say. And so, but I know my mom likes Garth Brooks. So I don't know, maybe I'll put a Garth Brooks lyric on there or something instead of something from those songs she gave me. Because, I mean, again, they're songs that I would listen to. But they're not, anything that I would be like, oh yeah, that's a great inspirational quote out of that song.
Right.
You know?
So I'm really glad you have these toothpicks here. These are fancy toothpicks.
Yeah, I got a whole box full of them.
It's a good thing because I'm going to sit here and use all of them. Just because they're kind of comforting to chew on.
Oh yeah.
Also to poke at my teeth with. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me about your toothpick dispenser.
My Bad Guy brand toothpick dispenser from Pro Wrestling Crate, I think.
Yeah.
It might have been from Wrestle Crate. I don't know. It's from one of those. I'm pretty sure it was Pro Wrestling Crate, but
those things had some really cool shit in them.
Go order Pro Wrestling Crate. I left Pro Wrestling Crate right after Pro Wrestling Tees took over, so I can't speak for the quality of what their boxes are like now. I think I was with them for maybe 2 or 3 months after as a subscriber, and then it's like, okay, I can't really justify spending $30 on this every month.
Yeah.
But they've got different pricing plans now and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
ProWrestlingCrate.com, through ProWrestlingTees.com. And I've got a bunch of cool shit from them over the course of the time that I was a subscriber.
Are they the ones that sent you like the trading cards and everything?
No. That was a client of mine actually sent me the trading cards.
Oh.
Well, also Laura has had trading cards sent here.
Oh, really? Oh, you've told me that. Didn't she have some figures sent to you too?
In with the little minifigures, there were some trading cards, and also I got from Laura a wrestler from Impact Wrestling. Her name's Rosemary. I got her hat.
Wow.
And then a bunch of pictures of the Impact Wrestling Knockouts wrestlers, the women.
Oh. So
that was, which Laura was like, oh, I thought you were only getting the hat. Like, no, I got all these pictures and stuff too. Like,
that's really cool.
Yeah. So that's I did get a trading card, I think, out of Pro Wrestling Crate once. I think they just kind of like they curate their boxes. It's mostly like exclusive to the boxes.
Yeah.
And then occasionally they'll be like, oh, here's the thing we found on the floor. Just throw it in there.
Someone dropped a box of cards, so we just kind of have random shit here.
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
But I've gotten cool. Like I have like my Blue Meanie autographed picture here.
Oh, that's from that?
I actually have two of those. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably in one of the boxes still somewhere.
Yeah.
The funny thing, I had gotten WrestleCrate. And WrestleCrate had a John Morrison autograph. And my friend Shannon is obsessed with John Morrison.
Is he a dreamboat?
Yes.
Oh.
Very much so. And we actually got to meet him in Binghamton.
Oh.
So, like, she was so excited. Like, we drove up to the show, and he was headlining, and she got her picture taken with him and everything. But I knew she was obsessed with him, and I had that autographed picture, and I was like, I went out to give her this autographed picture when she came to pick me up for an ESW show. So I went to give her this picture, and she's like, oh, I got something for you, too, and hands me this Blue Meanie autograph out of Pro Wrestling Crate. So she got the Wrestle Crate, John Morrison, and I got the Pro Wrestling Crate Blue Meanie, and that was
so
from
funny.
She got that from her friend Amy, who knew I was a big ECW fan and loved the Blue World Order.
How cute.
In fact, I got my Stevie Richards action figure up there, too.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's how I got the original. And then when I signed up for Pro Wrestling Crate, they had an overstock on the ECW, on the Extreme Crate that they did that had all the ECW stuff. So that had like the Blue Meanie autograph. It had my Bingo Hall mouse pad that's in the booth now, and like a Swanson and Rittner keychain and, South Philadelphia hardcore T-shirt and stuff like that. I
don't know what any of that stuff means, just so you know.
Nope, I know you don't. But that's
over my head.
That's all the ECW arena there, Swanson and Rittner in South Philadelphia. Anyway, but yeah, so if you're a wrestling fan, that's something cool for you to grab.
Yeah.
I would certainly subscribe again if I felt like I would have the money to do so.
Yeah, maybe once my cookie business picks up, that's,
Sure. It's an extra expense I don't absolutely need.
It's nothing that you need, but it's cool.
I just went and canceled a bunch of shit that I was paying for and barely using anyway. So.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, I figured, might as well save some money.
Yeah. No need to waste it.
I canceled my Skillshare membership. I'm upset about that one.
I'm a little for that because I know you actually used it.
I did. I wasn't using it very often, or at least often enough to justify oh, hey, this payment for $100 is going to come out on the 16th. I need to.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I might sign up for a monthly subscription later on down the line, but right now it's just I haven't been using it. It's not worth it. So.
I'm going to fill in some of these Mad Libs.
You fill in some of those Mad Libs, and we're going to play a song from another band that's playing this Sunday at Mohawk Place. Again, that is the All WNY Ska Christmas benefiting the Priscilla Project, $5 at the door, or one of the gifts from the list on the Facebook event page for All WNY Ska Christmas will be accepted for entry into this show. And this is Reggie Childs from the Hurry Up Offense EP. And this song is called You and Me Both on All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show.
I saw sparks, island town, island mindset, we're walking around. And not a soul can bring us down. I've been wrong, now I know when real love is found. And not a soul can bring us down. You and me both were feeling light as a feather. You and me both, we sang our favorite songs together. You and me both were high, feeling
All right, we're back, All WNY ThinkSoJoe Show. How about merge for your verb? Yeah.
Merge. Now I have to find it in the book.
Yeah, Karina's doing the Mad Libs while we're playing songs, I guess.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Now she's looking for the puzzle that she did the list for.
Let's see. We said that I started at the back. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Makes for great radio.
Great radio. Too bad you can't see what we're doing, guys. It'd be so much more interesting.
Scott, if you're listening, we should do an All WNY box. Of just like we could have people subscribe and we can send them shit like T-shirts and stickers and like
maybe this wasn't from the end of the book.
Compilation CDs from bands or something.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's something we could do.
Oh, it was the first one.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
here you get to read it.
Okay, all right. Let's see. The Wu-Tang Clan, arguably the greatest hip-hop group of all time, formally assembled in the Scott Leffler's office in 1993. Known for their yellow rhymes and sexy fashion and a deep love of kung fu toothpicks, the Wu took on the hip-hop world like a swarm of killer cats. Led by their fearless and uncomfortably enlightened leader RZA, the Wu created an expansive and boring empire that included 67 official albums as a group, numerous solo projects, an awesome Brian Muller line. Brian Muller is a noun now. Okay.
He is a noun.
Their own comic speaker series, rather, ska games, and more. In the spirit of their debut album, Merge the Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers, get ready to enter the 21 Mad Libs of the Wu-Tang. What the hell does that say?
What's it, dance? Male bottom.
The male bottom banging, trunk rattling, choose your own adventure tome that ain't nothing to dance with.
Well, that was more amusing than the first one.
It was, and we didn't bore them by trying to come up with the answers on the air there.
No, instead we bored them by reading them. But that's fine.
Me not being able to read your writing.
Well, Jesus, we can't all have beautiful girl writing like you.
Have you seen my writing? My handwriting is a font, by the way. I've made it into a font.
Can you throw this used toothpick in the trash, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now I need a new toothpick.
Now
I'm just kidding. I don't.
say she's going to steal another toothpick out of my bad guy brand toothpick dispenser. I had to buy toothpicks. I actually ran out of toothpicks out of there. So
Yeah. How many toothpicks do you have now?
Well, I bought a box of 800, so there's plenty of them.
So and then didn't you drop it?
I did. So
So no one's really counted. Lately.
No, nobody's really counted, but there's still like hundreds of toothpicks in this box.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I really had the urge to just smack them all over the floor.
Yeah, and guess who would be picking them up?
The vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
I'm no fool. Anyways.
So, Sunday, people can come visit us at Mohawk Place.
Yeah, and they should do that. It's only $5.
It is only $5.
Or if you want a baby donation from the wish list on our event page. It includes diapers.
Yeah.
And
you want to get into this show? Give us. Hold on. Let me. You talk for a second while I find what I'm looking for.
Okay. So like the diapers, washcloths, blankets, onesies. They're not accepting formula or pacifiers. If you have or are feeling very generous, things like pop-up playpens,
mm-hmm.
and like car seats that are, within safety standards.
Right.
These things will be accepted as well, but we don't expect something like a brand new car seat from you guys to get into a ska show in Buffalo. Like,
no,
bring some onesies. Like
she says, make your baby donations. So if you want to get into this ska show, you must bring us your firstborn. Let me do that again. You must bring us your firstborn. That was better.
What? We don't want your babies. We want to help the babies.
Bring us your firstborn.
We don't want the babies.
Bring us the babies.
I don't want the babies.
We want the babies.
We want the babies. Bring us all the babies.
Ska babies.
You sick fuck.
What did I do? I didn't do anything.
I know, it was the devil inside you for a moment.
Bring us all the babies.
I'll put that back here so that I can go back to having an echo. I probably shouldn't have done it so deep. It would have probably been louder if I hadn't done it so deep. So let's go. Bring us all the babies. No, that's
here we go. Bring us all the babies. Bring them all, one by one. Sacrifice them to the devil.
Wow, man, weird shit going on this show today. I don't know what the hell that was.
Shit got dark.
I don't know what the hell that was. That was bad.
I farted.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah, that totally explains it.
Yeah. Rank, foul shit.
Yeah, very rank.
Very, very, very disgustingly rank. Very rank. Oh, why do people listen to us?
They don't.
Yeah, you're right. They don't. they really don't.
It's just Mark and Nick Landers at this point. Laura's like, fuck you guys, I'm going to watch Home Alone.
Well, she says she hasn't seen Home Alone in 3 hours.
I know. That's why she's probably going to get the shakes pretty soon.
She tuned out so she could watch Home Alone.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. That's why she's gone right now.
She has been gone for 40 minutes.
She hasn't tweeted in 40 minutes is because she's too busy watching Home Alone 5.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was a made-for-TV movie.
I have made some made-for-TV movies.
I saw your IMDb.
I haven't. Oh my God, where my name's spelled wrong.
Your name, like, it was sent to me, and I'm like, this can't be right.
Yep.
And you're
right.
like, nope, that's me.
Those are my creds. Killer Rack. That one was really fun. That was about a set of boobs that.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Killer set of tits.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. But it had a few showings in Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm sure probably people I know who were in it or involved in it. So.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I definitely know some of the people that were involved in it, being that I was there working with them. Yeah.
I'm looking at the effects list. Like, what else can I do? No, it's a bunch of reverb stuff. So.
Oh.
There's a flanger and a chorus and a phaser, and a pitch shifter and detune, but everything else is pretty much echoes and delays. Reverb. Let's see, there's delay is number 8. It's a delay.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna fart into your microphone because I don't want to fart into my microphone because then my microphone will smell bad. So give me your microphone real quick.
No. No.
Oh my God, that's so creepy. Turn it off. Turn it off. That's what mushrooms feel like.
We used to do that all the time on the show that used to be in this time slot. We would just pull up the show on and just run it through the board. Like we'd stream the show while we were doing the show. And then we could just shut up for a little while and there'd just be this like echo, like it would just be this loop.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, we would do it all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
You run out of content and just put it on delay.
Oh, we do crazy shit when we ran out of content on that show.
Yeah.
There were weeks where it was just me and the host, and we're just like, what the fuck do we do? And he would call, like, the Buffalo Party line and shit.
What's that?
I don't fucking know. Like, but he would call and, like, I don't know. It was ridiculous, whatever it was.
Did you just hear Whisper?
I did.
Why can we hear Whisper all the way back here? Did he get through?
No, he's just a loud fucking cat.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, the door's closed.
Okay.
He's just that fucking loud.
Oh my God, our cats, okay. Our cats are so fucking bad.
Yeah, how bad are they?
They're pretty bad.
Yeah, how bad?
I don't know, like... Okay.
Sacrifice all the babies.
I don't know. They threw up, like, right in the doorway. And I had just changed my socks from stepping in something else that was cat related. I'm not even really sure it was. And so I had just changed my socks. And then I come through the door to go into the kitchen. And there's a huge pile of puke. And I stepped in it in my fresh socks. And I was not a happy camper.
Yeah, I would imagine not. I'm just playing with the effects on your...
I understand. It makes me a little nervous.
Makes you nervous? Why does it make you nervous?
I don't know.
Because it does.
All right, back to normal.
Yeah.
Back to normal. There you go.
Okay, thanks.
I can. That's why.
I understand. Hey, what are these tickets from? Are these from the bottle place?
Yeah, those are from the bottle
I don't
place.
think we
We
won.
probably did not win.
Why don't you throw these away?
I don't know, because I don't throw anything away. That just sounded like distortion. That didn't sound like a pitch shift.
I don't know. Not really. Here, what's this? This is flyers that you never hung up for Sunday's concert.
I tried to put them out, and there was just wind.
I understand.
There was the heater was going, and
Yeah, but I never hung them up at Mohawk Place either.
Yeah.
'Cause
We
they
still
were in your
gotta
pocket.
do flyers for New Year's for stamps.
We should probably do that.
Yeah, that is something we need to get.
Why don't you throw those away? Or use them as scrap paper.
Hey, use them as scrap paper. Here you go.
Okay. I just got some new scrap paper, guys. Score.
Yeah, it's a flyer for a show. It's a flyer for our show that we've been promoting the whole show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whoa.
So, remember that time that we were looking for... What were we looking for when we were walking around Rochester? And we found the Museum of Play after we had just spent the whole day at the Museum of Play.
We were looking for like Goodwill or Salvation Army or some
a thrift
shit.
store.
Yeah.
What the hell were we thinking we were going to get at a thrift store and
I
then
don't
go
know.
to a concert?
I don't know. We were just kind of looking for something to do, I think.
We are ridiculous.
Yeah, we are.
I love us.
But yeah, we wandered around Rochester and we're like, we had the direction, like we had the maps pulled up on the phone with the GPS and everything, and it's telling us where to go, and we just can't find the fucking place.
We could not find it.
And we end up right by the Museum of Play, and like, well, at least we know where the fuck we are.
Right. Yeah.
So and it's like, well, we know that the venue is up this road, so let's just go to the fucking show.
Yeah. And then there's some like 15-ish year old girls were like, we don't have ID, and they're checking ID at the door. Can we say that we're with you?
And I was like, no, and you're like, yeah, we'll do it.
I mean, it wasn't an issue, but it was, the kind of thing that happens when you're old. Is kids ask if they can pretend that you're their parents.
Hey, you know who else we met a year ago today? It was Lucky 33. Happy anniversary, Lucky 33!
Guys!
We had them recently on a show. They did they were really good.
They were.
Yeah, they usually are.
Yes.
Trying to think what show we had them on, but I know we had them on a show. Was that Stamps?
Stamps with
Cardboard Homestead.
Green.
No, we had them with
Empire Sex.
Nope.
No.
No. Well, I think were they on that show? I don't know.
No, they weren't on that show.
I had them with Cardboard Homestead, Shambles, and Voice of Dissent.
That's right.
Played that
Trey.
show.
Not
Trey.
Nicole.
Trey played because City Powered Radio was unable to make it.
Yes.
City Powered Radio has rescheduled with us for January 5th.
Great.
So stay tuned for information on that whenever I bother to contact other bands and finish putting together that show.
So once I start nagging,
which you were supposed to do
soon.
Monday. I told you to remind me to contact people Monday.
Well, I'm sorry. It didn't make it to the list, therefore.
Yeah. It didn't make the list.
The list.
The list. Anyway. I'm looking forward to it like being really like cold and like super snowy so I can wear my goggles.
Oh, let me wear your goggles.
Go ahead, wear my goggles.
All right, I have to take the headphones off, so if you say anything, you have to say it actually to me.
I actually will.
We're so far apart.
Yeah, I have to yell it to you across the 2 feet between us. Just put my ski goggles on.
I have to take my glasses off. I can't see shit.
It's because you took your glasses off.
I know.
She's wearing my goggles. If you want to see my goggles, they did make an appearance in an episode of the Nick and Dan Show, where I was Bono from U2, wearing the goggles and introducing Nick and Dan.
Nick and Dan.
Nick and Don.
See, I can't even. Wow.
This is Bono, and you're watching the Nick and Don show.
It's just a big orange blur. Everything is a big orange blur.
I love wearing those things. Like, people were like I was wearing them all last winter, and people were like, why are you wearing goggles? Like, because the snow ain't blowing in my fucking eyes.
How do you breathe in these? I guess they go up a little higher. But then it feels like they're going to take some getting used to. You're not getting these back.
Yeah, that's what you think.
I'll fight you.
You can buy your own.
I will fight you.
You can buy your own. Those are mine. She's picking her nose.
I was itching my nose.
I turned around, her finger was like way up in her nose.
It was not. It was itching the outside.
It was up to like the first knuckle. Like. I
mean, I have long nose hair. It tickles. I trim them, but it's been a while. I can't see.
Yeah, and that's why you're giving me my goggles back. She's wearing the goggles now. She lifted the goggles up and put her glasses on.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, I love those things. I was wearing them everywhere last year, and like, dude, it's not that cold out. Like, no, it's not about it being cold. It's about I don't like the fucking snow blowing in my face.
I look like I'm gonna fly a fighter jet.
Yes, you do.
That's awesome. You guys, I'm going to post these pictures on Facebook right after we start this next song pretty soon here.
Yeah.
And you're going to see how I look like I'm going to fly a jet. Yeah. But, so other than Sunday, I don't know.
I don't know either. This would be the point where I would go on Art Voice and look at the calendar, except Art Voice doesn't have a calendar anymore, so Art Voice is fucking dead.
Aw, rest in pieces.
Yeah, Art Voice used to be the shit, you remember?
I do remember. I remember missing having something like Art Voice when I lived in Orlando. They had, like, the local arts newspapers, but nothing was like Art Voice.
So, like, I would find myself out and about, and, like, what the hell, I don't know what to do now. Like, something will happen, I get stood up or something, or, something, and I'll be like, well, let me find something to do, and I'd just find a place that had an Art Voice. And then I'd open up Art Voice, and the only thing I'd be able to afford is to go see, like, people I hate. Like, well, I guess I'm just going to go home. It was actually not a bad day, now that I think about it. The day that I am referring to in that scenario, I went to... I was trying to find something to do, so I was like, hey, one of my friends was like, hey, maybe I can meet you up around Bidwell Park somewhere. I'm like, yeah, okay, that'd be cool. So I hopped on a bus, and I went up to, I took the Delaware bus, and I got off, and I walked up to Elmwood, and what I didn't realize is that there was a Pride event going on at Bidwell Park.
Oh, wow. That's... Like, you need to expect that.
I was not expecting that. I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck ever. And then the person that I was supposed to hang out with, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I ended up having going on a date at the last minute. Like, oh, well, cool. I'll just hang out with all the people here at Pride. And
they're all full of love.
And, well, I went to ETS, and I bought myself some food, and then I was like, all right, cool. Well, let me grab an Art Voice on my way out, because they used to have the Art Voices right there at ETS. Just grabbed an Art Voice, and I'm walking, and I walked back over to Delaware, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just going to, you know what, I'm going to go home. So I went home, and I remember the Blackhawks were playing. It was a playoff. It was during the playoffs. The Blackhawks were playing, and I had Blackhawks, and I had burgers, and I had beer. It was back when I drank alcohol.
Wow. I can't really imagine you drunk. I feel like I'm likely to see it at some point.
Nah.
You don't think you'll have a drink?
Nah.
No, not even.
Nah.
You're likely to see me drunk again.
Well, with my gum problems and shit, like.
Some whiskey would probably clean all the germs out.
That might help right about now.
Right?
No, I'm not drinking. Yeah, no, I think I'm done.
Yeah, I enjoy a cocktail here and there. I do plan on experimenting with cooking with beer. Maybe taking some fancy beers and some fancy beer cookie recipes. Like some chocolate beers and cookies and like some oatmeal beers and cookies. But I think I'm done with the whole raging thing. Like, I think I went hard enough for long enough, and I'm good now.
Yeah, I think I've drank enough in my life. So we were talking about Jägermeister, doing shots of Jaeger before
Can't do
every
it
show,
anymore. Cannot.
getting completely plastered during the Super Bowl the year Prince played. And like I just remember I got through like the first half with my little drinking game I made up where it's like I'm going to drink for Pepsi commercials, I'm going to drink for Budweiser commercials, and I'm going to drink for McDonald's commercials. And luckily, like Pepsi and McDonald's only broadcast during the pregame, and I was only counting actual Budweiser, not Bud Light.
Oh, okay.
So I was safe. I was pretty safe. But I was still pretty plastered by the end of the. Actually, I think Pepsi was still sponsoring. So. But without McDonald's, I was pretty okay, but I was still kind of plastered by the time the halftime show came up and Prince played, and he did a cover of Best of You by the Foo Fighters. I'm like, I'm going to drink to that. Shit. Took a shot, and then I went to sleep. Yeah. But, like, it wasn't like, blackout drunk, puking, falling asleep while I'm drunk. It was like, I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for sitting here and enjoying this football game and drinking game with me.
Good games.
Yes. So the Toy Box Brigade.
Listen, guys, we really could use your help helping some underprivileged families, high-risk pregnancies, and some refugee families can use some help making sure that their children are born safely and healthy. So come out Sunday, $5 cover or a gift from our wish list, which is on the event page. And these guys will be playing along with
Daze Ago and Reggie Childs. And and maybe this time they won't dedicate a song about doing it to me.
Or maybe they will.
Maybe they will. I don't know. I guess we'll find out on Sunday. And you can find out on Sunday as well. Just show up at Mohawk Place and hang out with us and the Toy Box Brigade and Reggie Childs and Daze Ago. And this is the Toy Box Brigade, this song called Right the Wrong on all WNY ThinkSoJoe Show, and we'll see you next week.